What's poppin', and welcome back to another episode of Fletcher the Fisherman. And today I'm just out here on the lake and we are just doing a regular old fishing video today. Nothing crazy, no crazy lures or anything like that. We're just gonna go out and try to catch big old bass. But I do have one little caveat for today. I brought my girlfriend Suzanne with me today, and this is her first appearance on the channel, so give her a warm welcome. But we're just gonna do a little head-to-head competition today. That's kind of the plan. Yesterday I took her out and we went out for like an hour or two, no cameras or anything, just went out to fish because it was only her second time fishing, so she kind of just wanted to get more comfortable fishing in general before I put her on the camera. So today we are going out head to head, but let me tell you about last night. She smoked me. She caught 3 4.5 pounders. I only caught 1 4.5 pounder, but I was throwing a really big bait looking for a huge bite, gave her a little whopper plopper action. So she had a little bit of an advantage, but today I'm not gonna give her any slack. I'm gonna be going full force, trying to catch as many fish and as many big fish as I can for y'all today. So let's go ahead and hit the water and start fishing. We are actually going to be strapping Suzanne up with the GoPro today with my little extra one to see what it's like behind the wheel of a beginner fisherman. So y'all can see that first person. She's ready to rock and roll. So let's go ahead and get out there. All right, I am starting out with the black buzzbait, and Suzanne just got a little black whopper plopper action going on. Today actually dropped in temperature quite a bit. A wind chill came in, a storm front's about to push through, so the air temperature dropped a lot, but the water temp has remained relatively the same, so I'm not exactly sure how these fish are gonna react too much. They were biting topwater really good yesterday, so I think that's what we're gonna start out throwing, especially with all this wind pushing back into this pocket right here. So we should be able to tell pretty quickly if we're gonna be able to get topwater bites today. We're just gonna work this bank back here around this shallow, or I wouldn't say like shallow, it's just a very gradual bank back here. And all these fish, when the wind blows in here, when the topwater bite is really good, they kind of just stack up here, and we'll be finding some fish very soon if that's the case. Oh, there we go. There we go, first fish. I'm hooked up.
Oh, first one's for size then, right?
Yeah, we're playing first fish, most fish, and size. So as long as I get this one in the boat, I think I got first fish down. Don't freak out on me. There we go, first fish of the day. Solid little dude. First one in the boat. This fish came right here on this windblown corner up here. The wind's cooking through here really quick. And this corner, there's kind of a break right here. And that's exactly where that fish was sitting. Right up there, came up and crushed that buzzbait. Hopefully we can get on a little topwater bite today. It's been really good the last few days. And we're just gonna have to wait and see how things go today. But that is a good little start right there. Off he goes. Oh, how's a little nip? There we go. Fish number 2. Woo, that was a little jumper. Fish number 2. All right. Oh, okay. I see you, bud. He missed it the first time and came back and just got a good piece of it the second time. Fish number 2, much better fish. Well, here he is. He pooped on my hand, so I'm gonna go ahead and wash that off real quick before I start talking. There is fish number 2. Definitely a better fish. I wish I had gotten to see the first fish that I showed to the camera, but my girlfriend right there behind the camera, Suzanne, she did not quite know how to start and stop the camera, so she hit the wrong button. So here is the first fish y'all can see on the big one, but quality fish. Let's go ahead and get this sucker right back in. One thing I do want to say real quick, we're probably about to switch baits. All these fish that I've caught on this buzzbait, these last 2 fish and the other 2 bites that I got, all these fish have just been barely just poking at it. They're not really going after this topwater aggressively, and the bite has just been kind of slow. As far as topwater, I really don't think it's going to be the best thing to use today, so we're probably going to make some adjustments right here. Switch over to some deeper baits. We're probably going to throw a lipless or like a medium diving crankbait, kind of more offshore, probably about, I want to say like 50-ish feet off the bank. I think these fish have pushed off just a little bit from this colder weather, so that is the game plan right now. So we're going to go ahead and switch over and see if we can't find us some more bass. Still a little fish poop on my hand. I think I'm gonna wipe it on Suzanne over here. All right, you gotta lick it for messing up the camera. Here you go. All right, we have now switched over to throwing some lipless crankbaits. I have a bluegill colored one on, and she's got a little shad one on. This water's really clear up here, so I was gonna throw some like medium diving crankbaits, but all the crankbaits I have were just a very bold color, just chartreuse or like fire tiger or something like that. And that's really not what you want to throw in clear water. You want to throw something a little bit more natural. So that's why I decided to go with these two liplesses, both the bluegill one and that shad colored one. I think it's just going to be a little bit better color for the conditions that we have. So we're just going to kind of continue to work this bank a little bit. Pretty much the exact same thing we were doing with the topwater baits, but we're just gonna run these liplesses across them and see if there's anything out there that's just more willing to bite this than the actual topwater itself. I think we might have a little bit more luck running these across. If we don't have any luck with this, we'll probably move more offshore and try to find some areas where some bass might be kind of stacked up and run it through some areas like that. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think he's off. Oh, that was just a small one though. He did not bite it very good.
I still get the poster. Oh, I got one.
You got one? Yeah. You on? There we go. Suzanne's got her first fish of the day. How's it feel? Oh, that's a nice one.
No,
oh, did he spit it?
Dang it.
Dang, that was a solid like 3-pounder.
Does that count?
Nope, you gotta get him in the boat. Even though Suzanne just missed that fish, that's giving me confidence in the change that we just made. That was pretty much 2 bites, very, very instant from the time we switched. I mean, we probably made about 5 or 6 casts and then both got hit right there. I don't know if that was the same fish or if that was 2 separate fish. I'm pretty sure it was 2 separate fish because the bite I got did not feel like anything that I saw come off her line right there. So there's a pretty good chance that was 2 separate fish, and we're just gonna keep on working this bank down this little section. I actually might decide to go back across the area that we've already fished with these and just kind of see if we can pull anything off of it, because that was some of the best looking stuff out here for the conditions. Oh, I just missed one. There we go. There's a fish. Oh, I don't think that's a bass. I think that might be a catfish. It's big, whatever it is. I think it's a catfish. Oh, come on. What is that? Is that a carp? What? I'm very confused as to what I have on the line right now. It's definitely not a bass. It's not fighting like one at all. I think it's a big cat. Oh yeah, it is a big cat. Oh my gosh, it's a really good catfish, guys. Grab that net, Suzanne. I don't think I've ever caught a catfish in here, guys. And there we go. That is a big ugly dude right there. Oh, come on, get him. Here, I got it. I got him. Suzanne doesn't have the arm strength to pick up this catfish. Probably like a solid 10, 12 pounds. This isn't gonna count for the competition, but there is a big old catfish. She is not too happy. Calm down, buddy. We're gonna put the sucker on the scale though. I'm very interested to see how much this thing weighs. Are you okay? Suzanne almost fell in the water back there. All right, got her on the scale. Let's see what she weighs. 946. Take a look at that, guys. 946. Quality cat right there. That is so, oh God, okay. About time to let this sucker go. I'm not gonna put my hands on her because she's all slimy and gross, but that is so weird. I have fished in here, I mean, I cannot tell you how much. I was starting to wonder if there was actually catfish in here or not, because I've caught them in some other ponds around this area, but never a single one in here, because that's definitely something that happens every now and then fishing for bass. You will pick them up with bass lures, but right there, that is my first catfish out in these waters. Let's go ahead and let the sucker go. All right, off she goes. I'm not gonna lie, guys, that was extremely unexpected. That was one of the last things I was expecting to catch out here, just because I have never seen one. But hey, there's always a first for something. That was a really, really good little cat right there. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said though, we're not counting that for today's challenge against me and Suze over here, because this is a bass fishing challenge, and that was definitely not one of those. So we're gonna keep on moving down this bank. Hopefully there's a bass that size. I'd love to catch a 9.5 pound bass. That would be very nice. Oh, there we go. Fish on. Fish on out here in the middle. I took like one random cast out here in the middle and we're hooked up. This fish is running right at me. Oh, it's a decent one. It's a decent one. Suzanne, cast out there. There might be some more. Oh, yes. That is bass number 3, fish number 4. And we're gonna go ahead and get this sucker right on in the boat. All right, I've caught up to Suzanne's handicap, so it's anybody's game from here on out. For most fish today. There we go, solid bass. Suzanne was talking some mad smack before we came out here, saying that she was gonna beat me today. Did you get a bite?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be pushed off a little bit more. But yeah, Suzanne was talking mad smack before we came out here, how she was destroying me last night. She did destroy me, she did. It was like, probably I think like 8 fish to 3 or 4, something like that.
I think you only got 3.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go with that. I got 3. So I got some serious catching up to do.
Well, this isn't gonna be a very good video if I don't catch one. Oh! Dang it! I saw him bite it. What the heck? No, I literally saw him bite it and then he let go.
Is this video a success depending on whether you catch a fish or not?
Yeah. Gotta catch one for the team.
Made a switch over to a white spinner bait. I just wanted to give this a shot. I feel like this is going to be just a tad bit better for these windy conditions than that lipless. I think I have a better chance of getting a quality bite on this versus the lipless. I think the lipless might get me slightly more bites, or if not the same, but I had that better feeling of a big bite coming on this. So that is why I'm making the change.
Oh my god.
Did you miss one?
Yeah.
I literally bite the exact same time.
Oh my gosh. I literally saw him come up for it.
Was it a good one?
I couldn't tell.
There's one. There's one. Got him. Yeah, these fish are definitely pushed offshore today. That is for sure. We made some adjustments out here. I've been fishing really close to the bank, or not like super close to the bank most of the day. We stayed pretty far off and made like long casts to it. And I was just thinking the whole time, like right where we put in the boat, right over here, the wind just pushing really hard into this cove. And I was like, maybe we should fish off of it. And I just, for some reason, I was just stubborn and wanted to fish topwater up close against the bank because it was so good yesterday. And a lot of times it's so easy to do that, especially when you've had success the day before doing it. And sometimes you just gotta tell yourself the fish change from day to day, and that's exactly what is going on here. As soon as we got out here in this cove, I just knew if we fished these baits close to the bottom a little bit slower, you'd probably start getting bites, and that's 2 bites for me right out the gate as soon as we started fishing the middle of this cove. There's one. There's one. Yes, sir. They're out here in the middle. A bunch of dinks, though. I'm looking for that better quality bass. Suzanne definitely had the best one by far today. One she missed was probably about 3.5. These have gotten smaller as the day has gone on for me. Bye, bucko. All right, Suzanne.
Yeah, you got me today so far.
I put you on the fish. You just got to get one. There's one.
Oh,
there we go. That feels like a better fish. A little bit. I can't tell. I don't think it's any monster, but I think it definitely might be my best one of the day. Oh yeah, I think that is the case. Suzanne, cast over there. Cast over there. There's a ledge, and I think they might be kind of hanging out near that. Oh yeah, that's a quality bass. That is a quality bass right there. You got one?
Yeah.
There we go. We doubled up.
Oh.
We're on the fish. Did you lose it?
No.
Oh, there you go. Awesome, awesome. Finally, we are on the fish, guys. There you go, Suzanne. You're gonna have to get this one all by yourself. You said you were getting it off. Here's my bass. This quality, probably about 2.5 pounder. I'm gonna get her in. You finally got one.
Finally.
How's it feel?
Feels good. Not having as much luck as I did yesterday, but I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go. You finally caught yourself a little dink.
About how long did it take me?
2 hours.
About 2 hours. Finally got one though. All right.
There she goes. Good job.
Thanks.
And on that note, we're gonna go ahead and wrap today's video on up, and it looks like I am the champion today. I beat Susie in all 3 categories: the first fish, the most fish, and the biggest fish. And as a consequence, I think she's cooking dinner tonight over here. But since she lost, I'm gonna give her the chance to tell y'all one embarrassing fact about me. She's got 3 seconds to think of something. 3, 2, 1.
Favorite movie is Happy Feet. That's a little embarrassing.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're not gonna talk about that one. That's a little bit embarrassing. But hopefully y'all enjoyed today's episode. And as always, bass in his passion. Peace out.